Hi everyone, and hi Raiders. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
Mm.
Yeah. Tora, tora. Welcome to Weekend Gaming, the talk show where we talk about everything gaming and have a fun, chill time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Most weeks, I'll be having on a guest and interviewing them about game-related stuff. And today, we have my lovely senpai, Ophi.
Hi.
So you can introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Ophelia Midnight. I am part of VReverie's Gen 1 Catalyst. As Erika said, I'm her senpai. I am a yandere phantom, and you're welcome to call me Ophelia if you'd like. Most call me Ophi. Some call me One-san, and know that you are definitely allowed to call me mommy, darling. It is totally okay. I will not be upset if you do it. Actually, I quite love it if you do. And know that regardless of the name that you choose of those things, that while you are with me, I will always take care of you, my darlings. Mwah.
Ophi will always take care of you. Yeah.
Always, darling.
And
Thank
also,
you for having me, by the way.
yeah, it's lovely. And I just realized I didn't introduce myself.
Oh my god, it's okay. Would you like me to introduce you for you?
I can do it. This is within my abilities. This is within my abilities. Hi everyone, I'm Erika Byakko, your happy peppy tiger warrior of also VReverie Gen 2 Odyssey, and I'm also your talk show host.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I love everything gaming, and I just want an excuse to talk about gaming forever.
So valid. That's incredibly valid. Incredibly so. What's it called? I have some games that I don't really get. So I don't really do a lot of gaming on my channel. So I don't get an opportunity to talk about the games that I like all too often, unless it's incredibly random.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. So I'm very I'm very hyped to pop off about some games that I really love.
Yeah, that's really one of the main motivations for me doing this talk show is I feel like so many even though you might a lot of YouTubers don't do gaming or a lot of different gaming as their main content, a lot of YouTubers are gamers or they love gaming or certain games, and this is an excuse for all of us to just geek out about the games we like. And
Exactly. And the thing is too, especially for me, there are some games that I talk about more than others that I don't think people recognize that I really love. So I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah. So should we just get into it? Because I have a lot of questions. Yeah.
Chat is saying that BGM is a bit loud.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Now the BGM is very quiet.
If you have it, let me see. If you have it, so the top, you see the green, if it hits the 40, that should be good enough. If it goes higher than the 40, it's too loud.
Yeah, it should be.
There you go. Yeah, there. That's fine. Yeah.
There we go, chat. We got you covered.
Nice.
It's the first episode after all, so technical difficulties might happen.
That's okay. We live and we learn, right, darling?
Yeah.
Well, I don't live. I'm dead, so that's a little different.
That's true, but I mean, unalive, unliving. I mean. It's an existence.
I exist on a different plane, so it's totally fine.
But questions, chat. Are you ready? We have so many, and I feel like since we're going to be talking about so many different gaming related things, a great place to start is what was the first video game you played or that you remember playing? Because some people started so young that you might not even
Yeah, I was about to say when you asked me that question, I was like, I don't know if I properly know the answer, because my first distinct memory of receiving any sort of video game was my dad coming home with the N64. And a bunch of game cartridges, and then used to play Mario Kart all the time. So I think it's Mario Kart. That, or like before that, I used to go to my cousin's house and we would play on his Nintendo 64, but otherwise I'm not entirely sure. I just know that the first console was the 64.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let me get it up. This is the Mario Kart 64. Oh my god. It seems so similar to the current Mario Karts, but at the same time, you can really see.
I very just much have like a distinct memory of that one having the most difficult version of Rainbow Road that I've ever done.
Yeah, I feel like people's hate of Rainbow Road has started like a long time ago, and maybe that's
started early. It started early. Yeah, and exactly. The N64 controller was like that, like what is it? That trident, upside down trident shape.
Yeah.
So
that's like, I think that might be like the most memorable, like, or the most like distinct controller, gaming controller.
Yeah. It also because I distinctly remember it being kind of clunky as well. So I'm like, it. So it was a big thing for me. What about? I know that you're asking me the questions, but I'm actually really quite curious what yours was.
I think it was like, if we're talking about like all games, it was probably like the Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow.
You wait, which Game Boy Color did you have though?
I had the yellow Game Boy Color with Pokemon Yellow, which I really like.
I had the purple translucent one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, my big sis had that one.
Yeah, I had that one. It was a gift that I got from my cousin, because my first Game Boy console was the Game Boy Pocket. And that was still in black and white.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Yeah. And then I got the Game Boy Color as a gift so I could play Pokemon on it, and what's it called? And then not too long after, I ended up getting and then after the Game Boy Color, I got the Game Boy Advance, and then I gave the Game Boy Color to my dad, and then my dad and I started to play Pokemon games together.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Yeah, that was like a huge thing for me. I don't know if your family, like you just mentioned that your sister was
my big sis. She would like play together. Did you have like those? I remember like this was like back when you didn't have like all the digital things like related to gaming, so we would have like the Game Boy Color accessories. Did you have that, like a little like reading light you could plug in because the screen wasn't backlit, and then also like the physical trading cables to like trade Pokemon with other people?
Yeah, like you had to like use the cables, and then like, or like if you had the so I also had the GameCube, and so when anybody who played Sapphire and Ruby on Game Boy, when you had Pokemon Coliseum, you could get Jirachi, 100 rare candies, or like unlimited rare candies or something, and then you can get every form of Deoxys when you hooked up your Game Boy to Pokemon Coliseum. Oh,
that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
We didn't have Pokemon Coliseums. I didn't know that, but that's like OP. Deoxys is like top tier, really rare legendary Pokemon. That has to have been like really cool.
It was really cool. It was really cool. I don't really remember too much because my dad did it all for me. But it was really well. My dad was the one who played, because so I would pick one, and then my dad would play the opposite game that I got. So like when I played, one day my dad came home with a Game Boy and then gave me Pokemon and went, "You're going to play this," and I was like, "Okay." And so I played Red, he played Yellow, and then I played Crystal, and then he played Gold. But the way that we did it was for when I played Crystal, he would just restart his game over and over so I could have all the starters for Crystal. And then
that's really cute.
Yeah, it was super cute. And then
sounds like a really great like gamer dad for gaming.
oh yeah, my family were like, we would do like family like game nights. Like my mom was like cracked at Mario. She loves platformers. Like I don't know why she's so good at it, but she would finish I remember she would finish Mario games in like a couple of days.
Oh
And I
yeah, that's
was
really
like,
quick.
right? And I was like, why can you do that? And
Yeah, and
she's
that's like
just
before like internet tutorials and stuff was common
yeah.
probably.
And and she'd be like, I have to get another Mario game. And I was like, why? You just got one. And she'd be like, I already finished it. I mean, I could do it all again and like try to. And I was like, what? I was like, what? Again? What for? But yeah, like my I think the only one who wasn't like really, I guess like growing up, wasn't a big gamer was my sister, but she plays a lot of video games now. But yeah, my family, I grew up around video games. Like, what's it called? My dad, my parents told me this story where they like, I guess it's cute. I guess it depends on who you're talking to, but they were playing Mario Kart and my mom won first place and then he proposed.
Oh, that is really sweet. And yeah, you really had gamer parents then.
Yeah, I had gamer parents. But apparently my grandma didn't like that he proposed to her playing Mario, so he had to do it again. But it was really funny. I think it's cute though.
Yeah, that's super sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they have 2 proposals.
Exactly. You get 2 proposals. But it was cute. It's cute. But yeah, I grew up like gaming and with my family. So were your parents like that at all?
My parents would like, we didn't have like all the consoles or stuff, but they would like buy us games, but they weren't really big gamer themselves. Like to this day, my mom, like if I want to get her like to lose interest in a conversation, I just have to mention anything gaming and she like zones out instantly.
Oh, like you kind of like see the light go out from her eyes type of deal.
Yeah, like mentally checks out of the conversation right away. So yeah, not big gamer parents, but like my big sis was also gaming occasionally, which was nice.
That's fair. Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah. So, building on to that, childhood gaming memories, favorite franchises, or like singular game or franchises, like what were your childhood favorites?
Okay, so I played a lot of Pokemon growing up, and then I played a lot of Harvest Moon. I was a huge Harvest Moon kid. And then I played a lot of Ace Attorney, which I'll mention quite a bit probably throughout this entire thing.
I have several Ace Attorney pictures for you, Ophi.
I'm gonna try really hard not to talk about Ace Attorney too much because it is like hyperfixation station for me. I can probably tell you.
But
there it is. Shut up.
This is the day where you get to talk about it however much you want to today.
Okay, but the thing is, I already think I talk about it too much. But okay, so Ace Attorney, I played Ace Attorney when Trials and Tribulations came out. Trials and Tribulations was my, well, no, not when it came out. Was it when it came out? No. So anyway, either way, I did it wrong. So basically, the way I got into Ace Attorney, okay, so we went on a road trip and we just, my sister and I were in the back of the car and we were getting bored. And so my mom, she wanted to like get up and walk around. And so we stopped at a shopping mall or like a mini shopping area, mid road trip because we needed to get up and walk around. And excuse me, sorry.
No, we're just chilling.
No, I try not to like burp on other people's streams. I know it's fine for mine, but I'm like, oh, sorry.
I don't think chat is going to mind, honestly.
Well, anyway, so my dad took my sister and I to GameStop, so that way we could, like, he was gonna get us a video game so we could entertain ourselves on the road trip.
Yeah, very smart.
And so so I found Ace Attorney, and they had all 3 of the trilogy already. They had Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations. And I did it wrong, and I got Trials and Tribulations first because based on the back of the covers, it seemed like Trials and Tribulations should go first due to the wording, because it's not very clear about what the ordering is unless you are already familiar with the game. So I did Trials and Tribulations, and then I went backwards and played Justice for All, and then I played the first one. But honestly, it was still a really great experience. Obviously, I'm still like super hooked on the game. So it was still, I think it was still well done enough that I could still enjoy it.
Yeah, and also like some game series just kind of do that for you, like do that to you, that they're not super clear. And we also gotta know, like, this is the childhood memories, and you're not always like when you were a child, and this was like, you're not always able to do your research. You're just like, oh, this game looks cool, I want to play it, and this probably is like maybe the order I'm supposed to play them in.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just kind of like YOLOing it. So but Ace Attorney is like my favorite.
Yeah, what did you like about it? Like,
so for me, I enjoy like how like there's a lot of like there can be dark themes with like underlying amidst like the comedy and silliness, because it's a very silly, over dramatized game. Like it's like the murders are silly, the characters are literally, their names are based off of puns, like
oh, that's so much fun.
I mean, yeah, like if like even Phoenix Wright, like, because like, so the whole thing with Phoenix Wright is that like phoenixes, they like rise from the ashes, and the whole idea of, excuse me, of like, what's the word, of like the cases is that there's a quote unquote turnabout. So like even in a rough situation, you always turn it around, or like whenever you're at your lowest, you still rise again. And so he's a phoenix. And then his last name is Wright because isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Like that kind of thing. Or like, I guess another really good example would be this character from the trilogy named Lotta Hart. It's like a play on words of like, she has a lot of heart. She's very passionate.
I instantly got that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other ones. April May. She's in the first game. I mean, it's just because it's the months right after each other, April and May. Like Miles Edgeworth. So like in Japanese, his name is Reiji Mitsurugi, and so Mitsurugi contains the kanji for the word sword, and so like it's a reference to like the fact that he's very logical and has a very sharp and witty mind, and also like also for like the samurai imagery, because he's a low-key fan of like Samurai, a popular television show, Steel Samurai, and then his name's Reiji is comes from the kanji of like cleverness, like wittiness stuff. And so Miles Edgeworth, so Edgeworth itself is like probably is kind of like a play on words of what his Japanese name is.
Yeah. So it's like edgy, sharp, and like very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, one that's like Oh, no, go ahead.
Was this like something you got when the first time you played it, or was it like replaying it later that you like realized all the puns? Because I will say I had a similar experience with the Ratchet and Clank franchise, which is like dear to my heart. I played them all as a kid, but later I realized that all the game titles are puns, and a lot of them are like they are more of like the you're not always going to get it until you're an adult puns.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a lot of them the first time. But like what's it called? Like some of them you get right away. Like there's a character in Trials and Tribulations called Look at Me, which is kind of like look at me.
Yeah, that one is
Frank Saw It. So like Frank saw it.
Yeah, like more like a witness type character.
Yeah. So some of them are like palindromes. Like there's a character named Glenn Elg and Lisa Basil. Those are palindromes. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones.
Probably like a whole lot of stuff. Like I feel like when development teams like starts doing that, it's like they can't stop, and then they just do it with everything, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, like I could talk about the names forever. Like I tell this story a bit where where I said like I was a huge Ace Attorney fan, and as a joke someone said okay, name all of the Ace Attorney characters, go. And I was like, and they were joking, and I was like, okay, bet. And so I started to, and I got around like 70-ish, I think.
Oh, that's really good.
Before they were like, okay, we get it, you like Ace Attorney. I was joking, stop. And
you
I
didn't
was
even
like,
get to finish.
no, I didn't even get to finish. I think I got through part of Apollo Justice before they were like, okay, stop.
You know, I feel like they asked that question. They should have let you like finish listing it up.
I know, but the thing is, okay, that's the one big thing about me is I don't really back down from a chat. Like I have a hard time not being like Ayo bet. And so, but that like, it's not just applicable to like Ace Attorney, it's kind of applicable to a lot of stuff.
Well, I feel that the same. Like if someone gives me a challenge, I'm also very stubborn about completing them. So I totally feel that.
Yeah, just like Ayo bet. Like, okay, watch me shit.
Yeah, watch me do this, and I'm not giving up until you do this, and suddenly you're there like
right?
hours later.
Like how dare you challenge how like willing I will be to do this. Yeah. Like you think that I'm not unhinged and crazy, I will be. Watch me.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a dangerous thing, but it is a phrase that I live by.
But it's amazing. Like I love that. I live by like I would say mine is like very similar. It's like I love a challenge, and I will chase the challenges down, and
that's fair. No, I'm not toxic. I'm just
determined.
Yeah, determined. See, you understand me. Thank you.
Determined, persistent. Like these are all good words for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like it. Yeah, determined. I see X's. Please, I'm not toxic. It's just I'm determined, and I am fueled by spite.
Yeah, Chad.
Passionate, fueled by spite. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Between us two, who would win a challenge? I'm going to say both of us.
I was about to say, I feel like neither of us would back down. I feel like it's one of those things.
Oh, we should definitely not play, you know, like those games of chicken, where you like go as far as you can before you stop before a dangerous situation. I feel like neither of us would stop.
Oh no, I would not back. I no. It's like when people play the Pocky. Wait, Erika, you want to play the Pocky game with me, darling?
Wait, what's that? I don't know if I know what that.
You don't know what the Pocky game is?
No.
Well, I feel like maybe instead of telling you about it, I could probably show you.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what this is. Wait,
Why?
Pokey,
What?
a Pokey. Oh wait. Is it the Pokey, like the Japanese candy Pokey?
Yeah. Like
I know what that is.
Yeah. So you play the Pocky game.
Oh.
Yeah?
Shoot.
Oh, you're so cute when you're shy. You're so cute when you're shy, dear.
I'm just easily flustered. Okay, this is my one weekend.
You're easily flustered. Are you really, dear?
This is why no. Chad, you're not supposed to find out my weaknesses this early.
What? No, I would love to talk a little bit more about that. So you're easily flustered. Maybe I can take a little more time to practice with you after this. I think that you need a proper, I guess, time with
literally
me
only for you, Ophi. Only for you, Ophi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only for me.
Yeah.
We can make that work. Right, darling?
For sure. Somehow.
Yeah.
Or I might like run away and then jump off a cliff.
Oh, darling, trust me. Whenever you're with me, there is no running away.
Oh god, we'll find
Yeah?
out after stream.
Yeah, yeah. If you're sure. Okay.
I mean, we're going to give Ophi a new question, chat. Distraction.
I see. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. Oh, don't think that I'll ever forget about this, darling.
Oh no. Dangerous. Ophi, what is the go-to game for sibling, family, or friend rivalry? This doesn't have to be memories. This can be now, Ophi. this can be now.
You're so cute. So, go-to game for sibling rival. I'm not very competitive. I don't back down from a challenge just because I'm more so fueled by spite. But I'm not actually competitive. I don't really give a shit about winning. So I don't really have like a game that I'm super competitive at.
That's fair. It's not for everyone.
Like I do, but because I tend to be more the type of like, if you throw me into a competitive game in a group setting, I'm just there to I very genuinely am just happy to be there.
Embracing the chaos, embracing the fun.
Yeah, and I'll play like Super Mario Party, and I don't give a shit about winning. That's just, I'm just gonna be real. I don't care. And but like I love but the thing, I don't care about winning myself. I love making it harder for everybody else to win.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I play for chaos, and that's what's most important to me.
Yeah. I wish I could say I didn't care about winning, because I do like going for the win, but if you're like in a situation where like, oh, I'm going to lose, like it's very certain that you're going to lose a round of, I don't know, anything, any game, then I'm like, yes, if I'm going to lose, then I'm going to make it like drag everyone else down with me.
Yeah, no, that's so fair. Like if I'm gonna lose, I just I don't know. Like if I'm ever in a situation where I'm losing, my favorite thing to do is become a nuisance. Like I'll play Mario Kart, and if I'm like in last place, I'll just like stay in one spot and drive in front of people until they slow down, so they have to drive around me and make it really inconvenient. And I think it's very funny. So I'm like,
Gotta commit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'd probably say that like if I'm playing with like friends or something, I guess like it's not really competition, but I'd probably say like Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh yeah, this game I actually never heard about when you mentioned it to me. Yeah, is it like a party game type game?
Yeah, it's a party game. So basically, it's like a platformer to get to the red flag on the other side, or wherever it's located. And what's it called? Everyone picks an item to create a turn it into a platformer. And what's it called? Like basically what ends up happening is like you can use items to sabotage other people. You get extra points for setting traps. So and then whoever has the most points
that you like it then, since you like being a challenge for other people in multiplayer games. I guess this is like the perfect game for you.
It's really fun. We should play it sometime.
Yeah.
It's so chaotic. It's so funny because they'll give you like bombs and stuff, and you can like delete things so that way it makes it difficult, so that way people can't get to stuff. And like sometimes everybody just has to lose because like they can't reach the goal. It's so funny. It
sounds like chaos, and I love that. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that this is like the perfect game for you to like sabotage other people. And now I'm also kind of scared to play it with you now because I feel
no, darling, I will take very good care of you, I promise. I would never. No.
Then next question. This I guess can be like, depending on what your taste is, this can be like also chaotic or maybe really wholesome, because what is your favorite story in a game? And I guess here you could also answer game franchise or like a specific game if you have one.
I don't think that I would say like the Ace Attorney trilogy and Apollo Justice, but I think it really depends on the game itself. Because like I love story games. I just like I love stories that I can like put my brain into, I guess.
Yeah, that's totally valid.
But like I actually really loved the like Life is Strange series as well.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
I love games like that where they give you a choice and that it affects your outcome. I really love those. So like I love oh my god, I love Wolf Among Us. Love that game. I really loved the Telltale Batman series. I'm trying to think. I don't think the game is all that great anymore, but I remember when Beyond Two Souls came out, I was really interested in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Like honestly, this is just a hard question because there's so many good stories.
There's just like a lot of really good stories. I was really obsessed with the BioShock series. I really liked the journey that it takes you on, specifically the first two. The third one I'm not as crazy about, but the first two were really pog.
Yeah, and like that's like one of that has like a really unique setting, and that's like personally one thing I love in games, when you get like a really unique setting and it has like a good story and everything, like taking you into another world basically.
Yeah, exactly. I loved BioShock. I was like obsessed with it for a really long time. I used to have like the Big Daddy like plush. I used to have like a Big Daddy plush toy. Yeah, like my dad got one and I was like, oh my god, I need one. So I also got one because my dad like at his job in his office, he would have like a bunch of like game figurines in his office and like plush toys and like gaming posters all over his office. And so like Big Daddy plush toys was really like the thing. And like what's another game? I also really loved the Fear series. I don't know if you're familiar with Fear.
I think like that's actually, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with that series.
It's a horror game, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I might be a little bit of a scaredy cat. So horror games are.
No, I used to. Well, okay, so my family is really into horror. It's not really for me. Which is ironic because I'm a phantom, but I get scared very easily. I don't. I like psychological horror elements, and I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but I don't like
horror is like really interesting, often like story wise.
Yeah, exactly. Like so I can't when it comes to like actual horrific games like Outlast and stuff, I personally can't play them, but I love to watch people, and I can strongly like appreciate like the stories that are in them. Like I watch so many people play horror games. I think it's so fun.
Yeah, really gotta appreciate how scary developers are able to make games, like even not just nowadays, but like way back. Like there are so many like really horrifically scary horror games out there. I really admire that, but at the same time it terrifies me because I might have to play some of them someday.
Yeah, no, like you're so valid. I literally can't play a single horror game. If I have to have somebody with me like playing the game, otherwise I can't do it myself. Like I think the last time I properly played a horror game myself was Tsugunohi, and like that's pretty tame. And like I think I played Outlast on my channel, but technically my sister was playing it because she came to visit me. And Amelia, my sister, or Ghost Sis, she came and she played Outlast, and I just sat there and I watched and commentated.
You know, that's perfect. Get someone to play it for you, and you could just spectate.
Yeah, exactly. It's the easiest way to do it. Yes, the walk to the side horror game. So it's fun. Yeah, like there's just so many good like games with like interesting stories. Like I got really into The Forest. I still need to finish Sons of the Forest, but I got really into like The Forest.
Well, survival horror, that's like the one genre I probably will happily play.
I love survival games so fucking much. I love survival games.
They're the best, honestly.
Yeah. But like I play a lot of like visual novels too as well. So like I have like there's like a bunch of games that I really, really adore. Like I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a game called like Across the Grooves. It's really story driven. It's just mostly text based, but it is like affected by your choices, which I really love.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's like so many. Oh, I really liked Buddy Simulator 1984. That was really good. Goodness, I guess I don't know, there's so many. I could literally give you a list of stories that I absolutely love and adore.
I feel like this question could be like the entire stream, basically.
Yeah, my favorite story game is actually the Spy Fox series made by Humongous Games. I love seeing Spy Fox. It's a great story and you learn so many different lessons.
Valid, totally.
Yeah.
Well, building off of story games, like, is there this one you might not have? I'm not expecting like everyone to answer this. Actually, I wanted to see, like, do you have like a significant gaming memory? Like, if you think back on like your gaming history, is like a significant like thing that stands out to you? Maybe it's like, just Ace Attorney.
I was about to say, in what context?
Something you're happy, like you remember happily, like a happy gaming memory, I guess.
Hold on, I have to burp. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah. A regular sound.
But I guess my biggest memory, I suppose, is, well, okay, it's not my biggest memory, but the first thing that does come to mind is I used to be really scared. No. So I'm a weenie. I'm very open about this. Like I'm scared to go mining in like Minecraft. I can't go by myself. I can't really go places in exploration games alone because I get scared. Going mining in Stardew scares me. Going mining in Harvest Moon scares me. And even if I do try to go by myself, I can only go when it's daylight because otherwise I get scared.
That's totally fair.
If I go adventuring by myself, I get really cocky and I start to scream otherwise. Like I've been playing a lot of Valheim recently, and if I
do you go outside at night?
I mean, I do, but the thing is, someone else has to be in that area for me to feel comfortable doing it. And even then, I can't go very far. And then the problem too, and the problem also is I pretend to be really brave. And then I go adventure because I go, I can do it. And I try to be really, really brave. But I'm not.
But honestly, this is what horror games does to us.
I'm such a weenie. I like pretend that I'm fine, or like I'll say that I'm fine, or I'll try to because if no one goes with, like, if I go off by myself, okay, like if anyone ever plays a game with me, if I ever go off by myself, it's because I'm trying to prove a point to myself that I'm not scared. That's a lie. That's a lie and a half. I will die.
You know, if it's Minecraft, I'll go with you, Ophi. I'll protect
thank
you.
Thank you. I can't do anything. The first time I played Minecraft, I never left spawn for about 8 months.
Ooh.
I didn't leave spawn, but spawn looked so pretty. It was so good. People kept giving me stuff so I could build, and it looked great. If people give you
stuff, like, you don't need to leave. You can just stay there.
Yeah, if people just give me stuff, I don't need to go anywhere. I can just build. It was great.
Because that's why you go places in Minecraft. It's to get stuff, and then you just like hoard all the stuff back to your base.
exactly. I'm such a weenie. I can't. But that's okay. How do we get here?
I don't know. We're
Significant gaming
skipping to the
memory.
next question.
Okay,
I feel
okay.
like this one.
Gaming. Okay, so gaming memory. So I used to be really scared of Victory Road when I was younger, and it wasn't until until I didn't have my dad anymore to go to Victory Road that I finally did it by myself.
Oh.
It's so like I imagine like a full grown adult being like, I'm scared of Victory Road. Dad, can you please complete this for me? Yeah, I used to be really scared of Victory Road as a kid, and so I never did it myself. So I would go to bed and my dad would complete Victory. So basically what my dad would do, he would play the games alongside me, and he would try to stay a little bit ahead so that way if I got stuck, he could help me or do it for me.
Oh, very smart.
And so what would happen is I would go to bed and he would complete Victory Road for me, and I'd wake up and I was at the Elite Four. It'd be really great.
Oh, perfect. Actually, I'm like loving your gaming dad. It seems like you had a lot of like cozy gaming memories together.
Yeah. Like the only time he couldn't help me anymore. Like when I moved out, so because we didn't live together. So when I moved out, I couldn't be like, "Can you do this for me?" Like I couldn't do it anymore.
Just like take your little handheld gaming console, just mail it back to your parents. It's like, yeah, do some gaming for me, and then get them to mail it back.
Like, whoop. Yeah, just like, hey, can you get this back to me in like a reasonable amount of time? So
yeah.
So yeah, because when I moved away, I moved really far, probably like a good because when I moved out, I probably moved like a couple hours away, probably like 4 or 5, and that's kind of a lot. That's pretty far.
Yeah, that could be really far, and it's it's not always like, depending on like where you move, it's not always a lot of like different like easy ways to get back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. So
yeah. So happy member, but what do you have like this can be like funny, tragic, and I can tell mine to begin with is that I destroyed our family's PlayStation 2 because I wanted to get an achievement in game where you had to like set the clock. And I thought you set the clock by pulling out the thing that was on the front, but that was apparently the memory card, so you could never save. All the save files were gone, and you could never save a game again on that console. We never got it fixed.
What? Wait, so did you get in trouble?
No, not like this is also like the parents wasn't really gamers themselves, even if they bought us games, so. I didn't get in trouble, but I had some games I wanted to complete on that console that I ended up having to like, for an entire day Saturday when there wasn't school, I had like 3 attempts at beating one game until like finally I gamed like 10 hours in a row or something. I managed to beat one because I couldn't save. It was it was something. So I messed up stuff for myself basically. No, it's fine, chat. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's like, luckily, I think it was like decently towards the end of that console's life cycle, so it wasn't like that bad. It was like only for a year. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
You know. I love you. I'll just say that. I love you. You know, darling, I love you. That's all I have to say.
I tried to set the clock, okay? I tried to fix it.
I love you. That's all I have to say about that.
The worst part is that like 15 minutes after I pulled out the memory card and basically destroyed it, I found out how to set the clock in the settings on the PlayStation.
You are a mess and a half. You know what? I can't with you. What?
I'm good with tech stuff, I promise. That was like a blip. On
that
my...
was a, okay, there's a blip. It's a blip.
Yeah, totally.
You.
I have 2 PlayStation consoles right now that are like just fine. One of them is like covered in dust because I haven't used it in over a year, but I'm sure
Is it the 4?
yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Like it's just like it's like a
No,
thick layer of dust
mine
on
is
top
that
of
way
it.
too. My like I also have the 4, and
Yeah.
mine's like covered in dust, and then the 5 is like pristine and clean.
Yeah, that's like basically the same. The PlayStation 5 crashed though. That wasn't the PlayStation fault. That was the newest Star Wars game's fault.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't break the 5. It's so hard to get them.
Yeah. God, if I break one, I'm probably like, I don't know if they sell it properly. Yeah.
I was about to say you won't be able to get another one for a while. Like, please be careful. Oh my god.
Gotta take good care of it.
Yes, dear, please be careful. My tragic gaming memory is probably like, okay, so I mentioned earlier that I was playing Harvest Moon, and I played Harvest Moon DS Cute on the DS Lite. And I took it everywhere with me, and on autopilot I saved the game, and then I closed it, and then I turned off the power, not realizing it was still saving. And the thing that felt most horrible about that is, in the Harvest Moon DS games, you have to find 101 sprites in order to get married, I think, or something like that. And I is it 101 or no? I think it's like, hold on, it's like 60 or something.
There's a whole lot of sprites, basically.
Yeah, and like it's 60. There's 101 in all that you have to find to complete the story. Okay, that's what it is. Anyway, and so I was at 58 sprites. And I was already at full hearts with the one that I was trying to get married to. And I made so much money. I made bank, and then I immediately tried to reopen my game and see if it was still there, but it was gone entirely.
Oh no! Oh, that physically hurts.
And I was so upset that I didn't touch my DS for months. Even now it physically pains me.
You know that's totally valid. That's like how you nope out of an entire game franchise sometimes. You get like completely traumatized.
Yeah, I almost never opened it again, but after like taking some time away from it, I was like, okay, I can do it again. I remember where a lot of these sprites are. I don't have to, it's just having to do the work to get them again. The only problem was getting the random ones, because sometimes some of them would like randomly appear based on like location, and the thing is their locations change all the time, so it was really painful.
Yeah, RNG can be so
and the thing is, like, I didn't go mining or anything, so like I couldn't guarantee that I would get those sprites again. And I mean to be fair, I mean like I never actually, I ended up getting it back up to about 46 before I stopped playing, because around that time I started getting into like theater and stuff, so so I didn't really have much time. I didn't really have much focus for Harvest Moon anymore at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. Some games like take a lot of like focus, and
so it'd be that way.
Yeah, and then kind of like leads us very nicely into the next question.
Yeah.
In gaming in general, do you like slow and steady progress, or do you
rush to the main story?
Rush to the main story, easy. Yeah,
easy. Like I do this even when I play games on stream. I don't care about all the side stuff. I just care about the main portion of it, because if I spend too much time on the side stuff, and obviously, like, I guess to some degree it depends on the game. Like if it's a survival game, I really care more about the survival than I do care about like anything else.
Yeah, but to be fair, I feel like for a lot of survivor games, people are just like, does it even have a story?
Yeah, like I just want to like build and like do shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but 9 times out of 10 I'm usually kind of rushing the main story because like that's the part that I care about. That's the thing that I'm playing. Like if I feel like a character's dialogue has no purpose to me, I will skip through the whole thing.
Yeah, skip. That's completely valid. And also like sometimes you just want to like experience stuff. You don't,
yeah,
you don't want to grind.
I don't do well with a lot of open world games unless it's like survival games that I can play with friends because one, I get really horrible like decision fatigue. Shout out to Zane, who I know is in the chat, who taught me that this exists. And like I need really linear games to stay focused. Unfortunately, I really struggle with anything that has open world. And it makes it really hard for me to one, figure out what to do. I get tired really fast. I had this issue with Pokemon Violet, like the first time I played it on stream.
Oh, I totally get that. That's very open world.
Yeah, so like even like Breath of the Wild, I think I got about an hour in before I was like, there's too much for my brain to handle. I can't do it.
Yeah, I feel like those are like the world where the linear story is like partially like dismantled into lots of fragments.
Yeah, yeah, and like it's unfortunate because I love the concept of open world games. I love being able to live within the setting. It's something that I've always genuinely really appreciated, and it's something that I wish I could get into. But like, if it's not linear, if it's not linear enough and it can like divulge into other areas really quickly, then it's almost guaranteed to not really be super for me.
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But then, when you're playing games and you have God, I feel like this is like maybe a bad question for you, or maybe not. Like some games are linear, but you have decision making.
Yeah.
Do you like role playing and then like making decisions as the character you're role playing, or do you like just like play games, I guess, like true to yourself and make like the choices you would make?
So I actually do the first one. So like when I do it for like story games based on how I feel. It depends on the game rather, but like I used to play KOTOR, and I used to like make choices based off the character I made and like that kind of stuff. And like, or like what's it called? I got really into Fallout 4 for a little while, and I used to like I made a character and I made choices and I ran around based off that character, which made it a little easier for me to consume because I know because that's also another game that has a lot going on and it's hard for me to follow.
Yeah.
But oopsie. I know I spilled water all over myself.
Oh no!
But I love any opportunity I get to play a character, because I do the acting. I went to,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so like I went to acting school and stuff, so it's like a huge part of who I am, and so getting the opportunity to like play a character or play a part is really fun, and I think that's a huge thing for me. But like there are some games that I like would play as myself. Like if I got into the Life is Strange series, I picked choices that I felt were morally best to me. So
I totally get that. Like sometimes you just like want to see like what would happen if like you are making the choices, I guess.
Yeah, like the Telltale games were like direct, like the character's already there. I was just making the choices for the character that exists. But if I have the opportunity to create the character, then I will go all out and like make the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I totally like having like fun in the character creation sometimes.
Yeah, like The Sims. I love playing The Sims because they can do the wackiest things.
Yeah, The Sims is such a fun franchise. You can just like you don't have all the freedom, but you have like almost all the freedom to do whatever you want.
It's really fun.
and you can just like create your own stories, and that's like it's a game I feel like has a little bit for everyone. If you like role playing and stories and stuff, you can like go all in on that, or you can just like I guess build houses. You don't even need to like play the game. You can just like build houses.
Yeah, like so I have like a love-hate relationship with The Sims, like because I used to play it all the time for like months, and I got so sick of it, and then I ended up actually being really disappointed in The Sims 4 as well.
Yeah, I think that was around where I stopped playing, to be
Yeah, I was really disappointed in it. I wanted it to be a better game, but it wasn't. I do think that The Sims 4 is a great game. I said this actually when I did The Sims 4 when I made you guys.
Yeah, I was watching that. It was a lot of fun.
Like I think that The Sims 4 is great for people who like The Sims for the aesthetic purposes. If they want to spend more time creating the character than playing the game and creating stories, or like if they want to spend time building and
very true.
All that kind of stuff, I think it's more aesthetically pleasing and more enjoyable for those people. But I think if you want to create stories, have wacky characters, and see what shenanigans they can get into, then The Sims like 2 and 3 are probably more up your alley. Because Sims 4, I think they kind of toned down the amount of like free will. Even if you have free will all the way on, it's not. It still has some control to it. Whereas like Sims 2 and Sims 3, things can get out of hand really nice, like really crazily, very fast. And I think that's what made, to me, The Sims 2 and Sims 3 the most appealing.
Yeah, so Sims can be a lot of like fun chaos, and that's where like it's the best.
It goes back to being chaotic as shit for me.
it all comes back to chaos eventually.
Yeah, I call myself. I mean, I am like a chaos phantom, so I guess that does make sense.
Yeah, and then I feel like maybe I know the answer to this, but single or multiplayer games, Ophi, if you had to pick one.
I would at least right now I've mostly been into multiplayer games, but I actually really love single player games, especially if the story is right. But multiplayer games more so nowadays because it's the only opportunity I really have to spend time with people because I'm so busy and
that's so valid actually.
Yeah,
as like when you're a content creator, you do tend to get very busy.
Yeah, like collabs are an opportunity for me to hang out with my friends and like if it's like off stream, I want to play multiplayer games because then I can surround myself. Hang out with people. Yeah, I like lately I've been playing a lot of like Valheim with people, and like it's probably been the most fun that I've had in a while, and it's been like a nice like shut off brain because even if I end up being like really chatty or something, it doesn't feel like I'm taking too much energy or
just having fun.
Yeah, so it's nice. So I guess it really depends, but right now I'll say multiplayer games for right now. Yeah.
And then other preferences. This is I guess you could say for like games where both are like valid options, like would you prefer a controller or mouse and keyboard?
I will probably say controller. I used to be strictly keyboard and mouse. Like I used to play Binding of Isaac with the keyboard. and like I don't think that there's any like I can play the games, like I can play games perfectly fine with keyboard and mouse. But like I only actually I only learned as of like becoming like debuting as Ophi. So like what, like I don't know, when I played Cult of the Lamb, maybe. When was that? Is there a ghosty in chat that can help me remember when we played Cult of the Lamb?
Cult of the Lamb is like it's weird. It feels like it's really recent, but at the same time, it's been a while now, I think.
Yeah. So like, like, but like with controller, I can lay down, I can sit back and relax. I don't
Yeah,
feel like I can but I've learned that like my reflexes are a lot better when I use controller as well instead of using keyboard. So excuse me, but like I have the ability to play with keyboard and mouse, but I used to just be like a strict keyboard and mouse player until like last like August or something like that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I totally get like both sides of this. It's not it would like a lot of people have like strong opinions in this, like surprisingly because I'm also like one of those people that can like play with both, like depending on the game, and even for like some games it's like you lean towards one because it's just like, as you say, like more comfortable, and sometimes the controller gives you more reflexes.
Ooh, no, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, like for some games it's actually the opposite for me. Like I tried playing Holocure with a controller first, and then they added like keyboard controls in the most recent major option, and I actually like preferred that for like better dodging reflexes actually. So it's like games are weird sometimes.
For me, I was a strict like keyboard and mouse player for Holocure for a while, and then I started playing and I was really adamant about just staying keyboard and mouse. But the issue that came up with is like I would press the keys so hard that my hands would start hurting. So I had to switch to controller. The only problem with controller is that is that I'm not forced to focus. Controller is a lot more loose and relaxed.
True.
For example, I was playing Cuphead and it was making me sleepy. I was like,
I totally get that.
I love Cuphead. I loved that game. Love. I wish I could re-experience it for the first time again because it was such a wonderful experience. But that game, I would put the controller in my hand and I would lay back in my chair. I'd put my legs up. And like, this is on stream because I played it on stream. And I would fight bosses and I'd get sleepy. So like the controller gave me too much freedom to be chill.
Yeah, very, very chill, very relaxing.
Yeah,
so Cuphead really isn't a game where you would expect to hear that, but I totally get it with the controller.
Well, I mean, Cuphead was okay. This is gonna sound really strange. I thought Cuphead was a really relaxing game.
I love that for you. I love that. I do not think I would like. I've seen gameplay of it. I've never tried playing it, but it has like a lot of dodging, and I get like slightly stressed out when there's like a lot of dodging projectiles.
Yeah, no, I thought the game was really chill. I thought it was really relaxing to play. I loved it. I loved that game. I loved it so much. Like I would schedule it because I do Monday morning streams, and I would put it, I did one Cuphead stream in the morning, and then after the stream was over, like it took about 3 hours for me to wake up because, okay, I remember being at like the 3-hour mark and being like, okay guys, I have to stop. I have to get up and I have to like
start
wake
your day.
up because otherwise, no. Like I have to like, I was like, I've been playing like half awake this entire time. I beat like a boss, and then I was like, okay, this next boss is kind of difficult. I have to sit up now.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my God, Ophi, wake up. And I'm like, I know, but this game is so comfy. And then after the stream was over, I went to my mods and I was like, remind me to never play Cuphead in the morning ever again. I spent so long just playing doing comfy Cuphead Zatsudan. Like that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's perfect.
Yeah, I oh my God, I could talk about how much I love Cuphead. It's so good. But I guess I'll just say I'm built differently. If anyone's shocked that I said, if anyone else besides Erika is shocked that I said the game was chill.
I think there was some shock in chat. a little, just a tiny bit of shock.
Just a tiny bit, only a little. It's just who I am. That's all.
And now we have another question here. This is actually like not the gaming itself technically, but do you like buying physical or digital games, like game copies?
I honestly prefer physical copies. I own so many digital copies of games, but there was something so joyful about getting to go to the store and get the physical copy of the game that you had been waiting for.
Very true.
And I kind of miss that feeling quite a bit. Like you can just easily get a copy of a game, like get the like physical copy off like from like online or something, and like have it mailed to your house, but it doesn't have the same joy, I think, as getting to have the box in your hand, read the back, look at all the pictures and look at all the art, and
yeah, like browsing games.
Yeah, like walking through the aisles and being like, oh my god, like look at this game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so valid. I will admit, I mostly buy digital copies nowadays, but
Yeah,
even
same.
if I don't buy the physical copies, every time I'm on like a store that has games, even if I'm not buying a game, I like going through the game aisle and just like looking through the games.
Yeah.
That's actually, like, now that you say it, I just realized I do that, and that's like so satisfying and nice.
Yeah, right? Like it's, to me, it's something that's enjoyable, and like sometimes you can even find like hidden gems that you wouldn't know that you would have loved. And like there's like, it's not, you don't get the same satisfaction as like sitting down at your computer and then scrolling through the dark depths of Steam.
Oh god, yeah, it's not the same. And Steam is like so much. At least if you go to a physical game store, there's like a limitation to like how much stuff
like
they
you
can
have
put
your
there.
Xbox section, the PlayStation section, Nintendo, like there's like sections of stuff, you know
like
what I mean?
It's slightly organized, and I feel like Steam is lovely, but it's also a chaos just finding games there.
exactly. So it's like, well, I guess this is fine, you know? So like, I mean, to be fair, like I used to play a lot of like computer games, and I used to like buy the CDs, and I kept the boxes because I'm one of those, like I like to keep the like physical containers for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I have like a stack of physical game containers somewhere, so I'm not going to say anything against that.
Yeah, it's just like but yeah, I prefer physical copies, even though I primarily own digital copies of games now. I like physical copy for nostalgia, and also I think that there's something just nice about being able to look at it or like run your fingers over the spine of the box, like while it's up on your shelf.
Touch the game.
Yeah, I'm very touchy. I really like what's it called? Like I like, I'll go through stores, and if I like something, I have to touch it.
Yeah, I just totally get that. Me too, totally.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. This is like building on preferred platform for gaming, and this is like, I guess this is also like a question of like, do you have a favorite console technically, or do you like PC, or it? I'm going to be, and like I want to know, like, eventually when I have a lot of guests on here, if anyone is going to answer mobile. Because mobile is technically also a platform you can answer here.
Yeah, I really do like mobile games, but I have to be in a mood for it. Yeah, my phone is a mess of mobile games, but like it really depends on what my mood is for that kind of thing.
True.
Like, just because like sometimes like, do you like, because like I want to play games on my PC, right? But I can't bring my PC to my bed, and I'm not going to bring my laptop to my bed. I'm not going to start encouraging that behavior out of myself.
Yeah. True.
Just because I don't want to give myself permission to play games in bed, because then I'll never get out of bed. And that's not good for me. If anybody else does that, I'm not roasting you by any means. I know for me that's not a good idea. And so like playing mobile games on my phone, even if they're stupid, I'll download like 3 pages of mobile games. I'll play each one for about an hour.
Ooh, that's really
until
cool.
something sticks, and then I delete all the ones that I'm not playing, you know?
Do you play Super Auto Pets on mobile? Because I know you played that on stream.
let's just say I was playing it on everything too much.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, I played it on PC. I used to play it every night before bed. And then I told myself I would never download it mobile. And then I downloaded it mobile. And then I started playing it, instead of being at my desk and playing it, I started to play it in bed before I'd play it on the computer before bed, and then I'd go to bed, and then I'd play it on my phone in bed, and then I'd wake up at first thing in the morning, play it in bed, and then I'd go back to my desk and start my day playing it on the computer.
So I guess me having heard it's highly addictive, that's not wrong.
It's highly addictive if you in the sense of like, if you like the satisfaction of quick strategy games that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it genuinely is a good game. I don't really play it all too much anymore, just because like once my routine of playing it every day was broken, it was hard for me to get back into the routine, so I stopped playing it.
I feel that so much. Yeah.
Yeah, so I went from playing it like hours at a time to like, I think I missed one day because I had like a get together or something, and I like spent time with people, and then it broke my cycle, and then I just completely stopped. And also because I wasn't liking a lot of the new updates, so that was also a huge part of it as well. Sure. But preferred platform for gaming, I'd probably I'm gonna be honest, I actually feel the same about all of it. I don't think that I have a preference.
That's fair.
Because and the thing is, like,
depending on the game, like, right, the game franchise.
Yeah, like I love having a console. Like, I love being able to take something on the go with me. But the games that are available to me that I want to play are not on the portable consoles that I own. So I can't say that.
True.
But and the games that I want to play are on my PC. But I don't want to say PC because I hate sitting at my desk.
Yeah, I feel that pain to like the same. To be fair, I really like that. That's like I think I really like the Nintendo Switch as a console, even though it has like mostly like the Nintendo library and games and some indies and stuff. Like you can like the fact that it is portable and like TV compatible was like really nice. Yeah.
Also, that's not the safe answer. That's a genuine answer. If you wanted me to give you a not safe answer, I would literally probably pull something out of my ass and like not give you an honest answer. Like I'd rather tell the truth that I don't give a shit.
Yeah, like I'm like always honest with chat. I will just like my opinion is the way it is, and you guys are going to change it, and this is why we're here. We're here to listen to everyone's like honest gaming opinions, and every gaming opinion is valid because we are all gamers. If you're a mobile only gamer, you're still a gamer.
If you play comfy games, you're a gamer. If you play challenge games, you're a gamer.
Yeah, everyone is a gamer.
Yeah, so like because like I know that like you can get like a stream deck or whatever, but I just, one, it's really expensive for and like it also doesn't do what I want it to do just yet, so I can't justify it. It's not something that's accessible to me, so but so I don't give a shit.
And another question, what do you think about game achievements? Do you like them? Do you go for them? Or it's like something like, oh, game just have it. They're there, and they don't matter.
I go for it for the meme, or like if I'm bored, I'll go for it. But other than that, I don't really get any satisfaction out of them. I honestly think they're funnier I honestly think it's more enjoyable the fact that I don't give a shit, and then I get an achievement, and then it's like, you're like, I don't know, what's like a... Like, oh, she turned into a monster, or like you drank a glass of water, like something really stupid, and then you get those, and I think that's really satisfying. But like, I don't get anything out of them because like I'm not like an achievement hunter, and
that's fair.
And I'm not competitive, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I will say, like, I think some of the best achievements are either one, like, as you say, you get it for doing like really silly stuff, or the ones that
Yeah.
have like there might be like something like you actually have to chase after, but they have like a really ridiculous names.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny, but and especially when you don't know about them and you randomly get them and then just pop up on
Yeah.
screen.
yeah, no, like the achievements that I care about are the ones that are funny, like the meme ones.
yeah.
Those are my favorite. I don't care about the other ones. Like sure, yeah, sure, okay, like that's cool. I defeated the boss, but you know what's cooler? The fact that the game congratulated me for petting the dog 600 times. I think that's way better.
Yeah.
And it's not even because I went after it, it's because I have no self-control over petting the dog.
Yeah,
like
that's so valid. I love that.
or like, oh my god, I discovered goo for the first time.
Yeah.
Did you eat that? Wow.
No,
now
you
glow
don't eat.
red.
You don't eat the goo.
like I love that. Like I love the stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's actually I love that. That's so great.
Yeah, like I don't care about the big achievements.
Yeah. And then is there a gaming moment you're proud of? Like this can also be something really silly. Is there like something you did in a game where like, yes, I'm so proud of this.
I feel like there's a bunch that I just can't think of at the moment.
We can skip this then. This is kind of like
No,
asking you to dig
Hold
into
on,
your memories.
no. It'll only take a second because this happens to me all the time. Because I don't. One, I'm filled with stories, so I'm sure that I have something. Because I always like suddenly remember something out of nowhere.
Maybe I can like say something out of mine then. I will say like I do like the challenging games. So like sometimes when you have like a really like when you're playing a really challenging game, like no matter how many times you like die to a boss or something, when you like finally beat it, like yes, this is going to make my week. You get on like it's like I beat this game high, and for me like I think like one of the most recent ones were Elden Ring, because I was really struggling with some of the end game bosses, and when I finally beat them, it was like just so satisfying to get like the final game animation and ending and stuff. So yeah, I just love those
I love that.
moments.
That's so cute though.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Like I wish I could get into Elden Ring. I tried to, but my game was so fucking broken.
That's like super open world, and especially like when you don't like open, like you're not the biggest open world player.
Well,
that's
my
like
game was also so broken.
Oh,
like
no.
I think the last time I streamed it was like it was almost a year ago now, and that last stream I constantly fell through the ground.
Oh yeah, then it was really broken.
Like I would
Wow.
walk to an area and I would just fall. I'd fall with torrent into the ground, and then I would try to get my stuff back, and I would just keep falling into the floor.
Yeah.
And I would just fall feet, and I would just see like the bottom of like the under, like I would see underneath like the map. It was like ridiculous.
So I totally get that. Like when games break, like in those types of way, it just gets frustrating and it's not fun anymore.
Yeah, like I was like I would love to, but like at the same time,
Yeah.
I think probably my most I wouldn't say my most important like game, like a gaming moment that I'm like completely proud of. I definitely think probably like beating the dragon in Cuphead was probably a really notable one.
Yeah.
I think what's it called? Probably okay, this one's probably gonna sound really silly, but okay, so I used to play this game. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I remembered this. Okay, so when I was a kid, there was this video game for My Little Pony, and this is like this is before my Friendship is Magic came out. And it's like the original My Little Pony. It's like My Little Pony like Friendship Gardens or some shit. And you had to have you got to make your own pony, and you had to like you had to like take care of her and stuff. And like what's it called? I loved this game as a kid. And the thing is, it was so hard to teach her how to do like jumps and stuff. And then she kept getting sick because because she had a health bar in the form of a rainbow. And as a kid, you don't really understand that if you constantly give something like lollipops and pizza, like they'll eventually get sick, right? Like you don't know that. Yeah. And I remember, oh my God, I can't believe I remember this. So I the first time I ever successfully didn't kill my pony and I got her to do jumps and win like competitions and have a birthday party, I felt so accomplished.
I love that. Didn't kill the pony. Does that mean there was a dead pony, Sophie?
I don't know, probably. That or I ended the game before they passed.
Yeah, for sure. No dead ponies in the past, Chad.
Yeah, I'll post it on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter so you guys can see what game I'm talking about. Or if you guys are in the Gen 1 VReverie Discord, I'll put it in my section of the Discord so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, Chad, basically is like a Tamagotchi. Yeah.
It's kind of like it was kind of like a Tamagotchi, kinda. Except it was My Little Pony. Yeah.
I love that. That's so cute. That's the
thing,
adorable.
though. You couldn't save Scum at the time.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Small Ophi. Yeah.
Yeah, small Ophi. Yeah. Oh my God, it was Vara. You're right. It is Vara. Oh wait, no, you guys don't know that yet. Never mind. It's fine. This is a new fresh start for him. Never mind. Anyways, yes. Next question. Sorry.
I feel like I got some interrogating to do after stream.
No. It's clean slate for Vawa. No. Vara, I'm so sorry. I love you, baby. sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was just like listening it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. This one is like building off of the next one technically. Most satisfying game you completed. Like, was there? This like doesn't have to be like technically the most, but is there a game you remember beating and being like, yes, this was so satisfying?
Okay, so it's definitely Cuphead. Like completing that game felt so good. I loved it so much. I felt like, excuse me. That's how I felt about it.
That's some cool feelings.
Oh yeah. It really came from within. But like Cuphead, because it was just so satisfying, like constantly having to like do bosses, and then like the difficulty of them was just in general, the challenge, like feeling like I completed like a challenge and did it well.
I totally get that. Yeah.
And because I'm not really much of a I don't really get tilted. I think the only thing that really tilts me is probably not, I wouldn't say tilted. I think it's more so like
raging, like, yeah.
No, I'm so relaxed, Erika. Like I'm so painfully chill with most games. Like the only time, if you want to see me get worked up about a game, probably you probably want to watch me play SAP. But even then, it's me being overconfident and then making mistakes.
Oh, I love that.
And then like and then it's more so me not taking responsibility for the fact that I fucked up. It's a lot of me being like, yeah, get fucked. Your team is weaker than mine. Oh wait, I died.
You know,
Fuck you. I can't believe you did this. Like it's like that.
I feel like somehow we can just blame Chad.
I mean, I can't blame chat because my chat is very sweet. Yeah, no, they're sweet. They're so sweet. And as much as I will be like, oh my God, I can't believe you distracted me. Oh my God. Like I can't, no, my chat is so sweet. I love my ghostie so much.
True, chat is very precious.
So, but what's it called? No, I just blame you, Ricardo. Is different. But no, Super Auto Pets is a different experience. Unpacking, I probably got really tilted because is pissing me off. But yeah.
Yeah, no, the Cuphead, like that's like seems like a
Cuphead probably.
very satisfying
Yeah.
game to complete, honestly. So I totally
Yeah.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is this is a little interesting question. Is there any game features you would like to see more often in games? And this can be anything from like controls to like maybe like you said you like story-based games where you make like choices. Would you like to see like more games where you have like do choices that actually like impact the story, or like any type of like game features you like that you want to see more of?
Honestly, I don't really play games that require too many features. So because I'm fairly simple. But like I'd probably say yeah, I don't know, because I think it's not so much like
yeah, maybe like this maybe it's like something that doesn't matter too much for you then in
yeah,
gaming.
like I don't really play games that like require a lot of features. Like most of the games that I play are like really straightforward, and like I'm not really crazy bothered by a lot of it. You know what I mean? So
no, I get that.
Like I guess like I mean in the I guess like it's not really a feature, but I guess like more normalizing easy mode for people who want to just play the story and not like having a difficulty level.
No,
I think that's probably a big thing. Probably to me, because there's a lot of games that I really wish I could play, but I don't think I could play without like a mode that allows me to just focus on the story and not so much about the difficulty level, because it's not for everybody, but I
totally get that. Like
cutting, like it cuts people off from being able to also experience the game just because they're not able to spend enough time on it to have the reflexes or sit down and have the strategy for it. It makes a lot of games like
inaccessible. I know some people actually consider that like a hot take, but I wouldn't really consider it a hot take, because like it's just about like making games more accessible to people that like don't necessarily like. I love the challenge, but I totally also get like people wouldn't. So
yeah, exactly. Like I think Fire Emblem was like a good example. Like they have a casual mode for people who don't want to lose their units right away and they just want to focus on the story or like the characters that
let's remove like, the stress basically.
or like in Persona, I know there's like a difficulty level where you can just kind of really just focus on the story and you don't have to worry too much about like grinding or mementos or anything like that. And you know, it really just comes down to like accessibility and like just like kind of normalizing it. It doesn't necessarily mean like anybody is bad at games. I just think that everyone should be able to enjoy it like in a way that makes everybody comfortable, so everyone can enjoy the same stories.
Very true.
Yeah, so that's probably it.
And then I guess like if you don't, you might not necessarily care much about this question either if you're not that taken up by the feature, but do you have like a most disliked game mechanic?
I'm sure that I could think of stuff when I actually start playing games.
Yeah, this might be one you think about more like with specific game when you're playing it. You like figure out like really this game mechanic. I feel like something that sometimes annoys me if it's like if there's clunky menus, if there's like overcomplicated menus and stuff, that can be like so annoying.
Or like not making like a graphic and audio settings available to you at the start of the game. Like sometimes like it's so difficult to find, or they make you sit through the intro first before you can adjust your shit. Like I don't want my eyeballs to bleed and my my fucking ear holes to like explode and melt. Like I don't want that trying to consume the story. I want to like adjust my settings, make it comfortable for my eyeballs, and then make it so my ears don't pop off of my head and then like watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Want
Or,
subtitles
like-
on and motion blur off immediately. And there's a lot of like
Yeah.
settings like
Oh yeah, oh my
in-
god, fucking motion blur. Turn that shit off. Like, why do you keep putting it in the game? You're gonna make me sick.
honestly, like I don't get motion sick a lot in games. This motion blur is terrible. Motion blur is no. Please
Yeah,
no.
or like what's it called? It just what's another thing? Like stop giving me shit where I have to follow the NPC. Stop doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Like I hate that. Like I walked 800 times faster than you because A, I'm better than you. So why am I following you? Please stop. Just tell me where to go, put an arrow, like or something. Like an exclamation point over the person's head. I don't want to follow you. I don't care. If I have to protect you, become an inventory item.
Yeah, or like literally make it like so the character like rubber bands to where you are going, so that like you are
like the way
leading
they do
them.
Pets. They do that with pets. Make them like appear out next to you out of nowhere when you're running around. Like, do that shit. Like I don't want to follow a fucking NPC. It's making me so angry.
I felt like if that was like they did escort missions like that and stuff like in game or like any type where you're following, if they made it like you are controlling the pace and they're just like snapping to wherever you are, like rubber banding to you.
I don't know, give me a leash. I will drag that bitch with me. Trust me, I've done it before. I'm very good at walking a person.
I mean, they definitely, there are games where people have been at least like dragging you, the main character. So why shouldn't it be the other way around? I feel like they can do that. Games can totally do that.
Like it just, oh my god, I hate it so much. Because at some point, if the NPC is too slow, I don't care about you anymore. The moment you are out of my sight, I don't give two fucks about what happens to you.
Yeah.
Supposed to protect you? Then walk faster, bitch. Walk faster.
Yeah. Very true, very true.
It's not my fault that you got shot 6 times because you decided to walk slower than a snail. That's not my fault. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I'm so angry now.
Oh, then it's very good that this is the next question. Least favorite game genre and why?
Let's see. Least favorite game genre.
Or you can also say least favorite game. I feel like least favorite game is also like harder to think of. So if there's like a game genre that you don't prefer playing, like I know for some people like don't really like first-person shooters. Some people like don't like racing games. And for me, I don't like bullet dodges.
That's super fair. That's super valid. I'd probably say like, I guess. I'm gonna say probably because I don't play a lot of these games and usually because the games don't always interest me. There are like a few but hold on, is it but do I really dislike that genre that much to say it's my least favorite?
It could be like one of your least favorites. It doesn't like have to be the
like
worst.
because like honestly I'm really not very good with like RPG games.
Yeah, that's fair, fair. And a lot of them are like open world as well.
Yeah,
so,
that's like the big thing. But the thing is, at the end of the day, like how good is the story? How engaged am I?
Yeah.
Like
So
how linear it is.
I guess you'd say like non-linear RPG games then.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
usually what definitely like non-linear RPGs, because like the thing is right, like it could be a non-RPG game, but the story is absolute like garbage, and I would say this is the most awful thing that I've ever experienced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like so I'd probably say just any kind of game that's non-linear and gives me too much freedom.
Yeah, it's a very open, and you
big
gotta
one.
like make a lot of choices and do stuff. I totally get that. Like with like how which games you like and stuff. That's completely valid.
Yeah. So like I mean like survival games are different because I like those a lot
usually
more.
like have a we're just surviving, you know.
Yeah. Like Raft is like one of my favorite video games. I love Raft. Like
and those games like usually have like the multiplayer aspect as well. Like you can play multiplayer if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. So like I play non-linear RPG games are probably the big one for me. So
yeah. That's completely valid. Let's see. Oh, and this one was one of the ones I gave like some questions to Ophi ahead of time, like the ones that like required specific game answers. And what most anticipated upcoming game? This is something to get excited about.
Ghost Trick to PC! Ghost Trick!
Yeah.
Ghost Trick to PC! Ghost Trick! Ghost Trick to PC!
Oh, Ophi is very excited about this one. That's a good hair.
Ghost Trick! Ghost Trick to PC! Ghost Trick to PC!
Yeah!
Yeah! Ghost Trick to PC! I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this.
I'm guessing when this game comes to PC, you might play it.
I might because what's it? Well, I mean, I mean, obviously, like, it depends on like if I'm allowed to, but
yeah, like not necessarily on stream, but like you'll play it. I'm guessing.
Oh my god, yes, easy. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I loved Ghost Trick so much on DS, and when they announced that they were bringing Ghost Trick to PC, I was so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I will actually admit that before you sent like me this name, like I hadn't actually heard about it, but I'm guessing it's like from what I read,
valid.
It's like Ace Attorney type like investigation, or is it like completely different?
No, it is because it's it is also it's also a Shu Takumi title. Shu Takumi is he's a like game designer and like director and writer at Capcom, and he did the Ace Attorney series. And so like so like he did Ace Attorney, he did Ghost Trick, and then he also did this other game that's like a survival horror game called Dino Crisis.
Oh, interesting.
And
I also gotta ask, like, how do you pronounce the name of the main character? Because he has like an unusual name.
Oh, okay. So I say Sissel. So like, so it's Sissel, Lynn, and like Ray, and like they're all have like really funky wonky names. So
because this is actually, I don't know if you want to know, like, I guess a fun fact about that name. That name is actually a common Norwegian name. But
interesting.
Basically exclusively for ladies.
Is it really?
Yeah. So when I read like the start of the wiki, because I was like interested, I'd never heard about this title before, and I was like, oh, is the main character like a lady, like a girl?
No,
I was like, and then I read it was a guy. I was like, oh.
I won't say anything. But so basically, the story of Ghost Trick is about the protagonist trying to, like, he's basically a ghost with amnesia, and he's trying to figure out what caused his death before the daytime comes and his soul like kind of like disintegrates. And so using like poltergeist ghost powers, he can like move and possess objects and stuff, and he does, and in doing so he like, there's a lot of really cool characters that he tries to like discover.
That's
not discover, but like
really
it's super cool. It's also very puzzle like. So if puzzles aren't for you, probably not that, but I think it's a great game. I think the story is fantastic. I think the art is incredibly charming, and so are the characters. It's very it's very much, you can tell it's a, if you are familiar with Shu Takumi, like you can tell that it's very much like his project, so it's very enjoyable.
Yeah, gotta love when you have like passion projects from like game creators and stuff.
Yeah, I love it. I was so excited.
Yeah. And then we have like this question is similar, but it's also different because I love asking people this question. Like, not most anticipated game, but if you can get like any game made or any remakes or anything, like what is your ultimate wished for game?
Okay. So if I, like, in a perfect world, if I could make my own game, I would really love to have like I would really love to have a game, like a really like, I don't know, like a like just like I want like I don't know, I want like a really immersive, like, but kind of like Raft, where like you could be like in the water, like if like Raft and Subnautica could merge, but you get rid of all the aliens and stuff. Like,
no aliens, no scary stuff.
Yeah, like I wanted to like Subnautica so much, but I don't care about the aliens, and I was getting so bored playing it by myself. So I'm really excited about the fact that they added multiplayer. But like if I had something a little more like with like a combination of the two games, I would love. But if I had to like pick a game, like my ultimate wished for game, and this is not going to come as a surprise to anybody, but I would love Gyakuten Kenji 2 to be localized, because right now there's only a fan game, not fan game, but like a fan translation of the game out right now, and that's what a lot of Ace Attorney fans have played. I would love to have Gyakuten Kenji localized, because, and the thing is too, like I don't think that it what's it called? I don't think that it's like too crazy, because we did get that Gyakuten Saibon localized, which was really a shock when it did come out. Because at the time, so I guess, what is it in English? The Great Ace Attorney. Like when it came out, it was like a shock for everybody, because we had, at the time, you had to get a fan translation, and the game came out a really long time ago.
That can definitely happen. Like, I really hope for you, Ophi, that we get this. I want you to be happy. I don't feel like this is like something that like potentially could happen. Like, you never know. Sometimes game studios like bringing out like older titles.
Yeah.
For, like,
well, the biggest issue about it is that the first Investigations game didn't do well overseas, and so it just didn't sell. It didn't sell well. And was it like it didn't sell well in Japan, something like that. Because like Miles Edgeworth wasn't like the key character for a lot of people, not like a fan favorite, and so just because it didn't sell well, like they ended up not localizing it, and so that's why it was a shock as well, because they didn't think that Gyakuten Saibon was going to sell well either overseas. But when they did the remaster of the Ace Attorney trilogy, it did so well that when they brought it back, because it also introduced a new wave of fans to Ace Attorney, that that's when they started to bring out like.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Because what it seemed like at the time was they used the promotion, they used the hype of what is it? They used the hype of the release of the trilogy to funnel people to Great Ace Attorney. That's what it seemed like. And I think that I saw like they're thinking of trying to do more with the franchise, because it's still really popular again, or something like that, because the game has been around since 2001.
It always burns when there's like this. I feel like it happens like sometimes, especially with like Japanese games, but when there is like a Japanese version of a game and it's for like a franchise you love, but like not all of it has like English releases. That always hurts. Like that makes you want to like learn the language, but at the same time,
yeah, like when I was younger, I really wanted the Oron High School Host Club dating sim game to be in English, and they were working on a fan translation, but it never got finished, so I could never play it. I was so sad. So I ended up playing it in Japanese, and I never understood a thing that I was reading, but I got all of the pictures I wanted, so it was great.
Yeah. True. And that's like, you know, some people like also learn languages through gaming, so I would say maybe possible, but also Japanese like is like really hard to learn, so really hard to read. So I think like learning Japanese through reading might be like that would be like a really hard.
I had to I had to learn the chart. Like I had to learn my hiragana and katakana separately in order for me to understand any of it. But my kanji is absolutely hard.
Yeah, it's the kanji. Like I feel like a lot of people can like learn hiragana and katakana pretty easily, but the kanji is like the main like barrier. Against learning Japanese, unfortunately.
For me, it's absolutely horrid. I'm so bad at it. One day I'll get it though.
Yeah. And then it's like this is this one is like the final of my regular questions, and then we have like some Ophi specific questions for you at the end. So this is like what inspired you to start gaming content creation, or what like is like inspiring you to do like gaming content creation current, like what you like about it, I guess is the real answer. The real question.
So if I like want to go through like my history of like content, it's so like the thing that I love to do the most, so I personally love more than anything to play indie games. I'm a huge indie games girl. I love like my favorite genre of game is like roguelikes and roguelites at the moment. So like roguelikes, roguelites, and the and like survival games are really big for me, and they have been for a really long time. But primarily, like a lot of like independent companies usually make those games. And something that's really important to me is being able to support small game devs. Like that's always been really important to me. Last September, I got to play. I got to participate in a gaming festival, and play. What is it? Oh shoot! I got to play like a new. What is the word that I want? An upcoming. Oh, bullet hell. That's the word that I want.
The bullet hell song.
Yeah. It's like it was like an upcoming bullet hell at the time, and I got invited to play like the demo early for the festival, and like for me, being able to support and help promote the hard work of small game devs is like the coolest thing. And so like whenever I get the opportunity to play games, I would prefer almost always to play games by small game companies. I want people to see their hard work. I want people to support them and like help the game devs, one, be recognized and also achieve their dreams of what they want to do with their hard work and stuff like that. So
that's so lovely.
Like, that's like
I love that
me.
motivation.
Yeah, so like that's really big for me.
Yeah, there's like so many they're really hardworking like indie game developers out there that like some of the games that are coming out of indie game development is like absolutely
so
mind-blowing and unique, like especially considering like how small the dev teams are sometimes.
Always. Oh yeah. Like I will always want to hype up small game devs, small indie companies. Like I know like the joke sometimes, like when big companies like make mistakes, you go like, like remember, don't forget, small indie company, like that kind of thing. But in all reality, I more than anything, most of the time, like if I opened my Steam library right now, it's mostly indie titles that I was very fortunate to either be given the opportunity to test them out or you know.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like
I love that.
So
that's so lovely.
yeah, so that's what is really important to me. It's not like what inspired me to start, but
yeah,
that's
like
probably what keeps me motivated.
Yeah.
Because like things change over time.
Sure. Are you ready for some? We have 5 questions left. Technically, I think like so these are Ophi specific questions that I chose from like the ones that were sent in. So thank you everyone. It's gotta thank all of you that are watching, all of you viewers. Some of the questions that are like now in my like regular series of questions that I'll be asking like all of the guests were actually like inspired or like directly like questions that you guys sent in. And then we have like these Ophi specific questions that you guys also sent in. So thank you chat. I really appreciate it. So Ophi, what Minecraft mob would you be and why?
Oh God. Oh no. Do I?
This is chat wants to know. Chat really needs to know this.
Okay. Okay. This is gonna sound really silly, but does it have to like?
I guess it could be like any like living creature in Minecraft, I guess.
I was about to say, does it have to be like antagonistic?
No, it could be like a friendly creature as well.
Okay, then I would probably hold on. I'm trying to think.
I'm deciding this here. It can be anything that like guess lives and moves in Minecraft.
I think. Do I want the chaotic answer or do I want to pick the cute answer?
You can pick both.
Because I have 2. I have like 2 that I think that okay. So I think okay, so for the cute answer, I think I would love to like I would love to be at the axolotls. They're so freaking cute.
They're so adorable.
When we got axolotls, I lost my mind. I immediately like made like a pond and like like put so many in there. I was like, I love them. They're so cute.
God,
yeah.
I love them. When I eventually play Minecraft on stream them and get an axolotl, I'm going to try and remember and name the first one Ophi.
Please!
Yeah.
Oh my God, please! Actually, fun fact, I used to really want an axolotl. But they're very difficult. They're very like finicky to take care of.
Yeah, I was going to like say I'm betting they're demanding to take care of.
Yeah, like and I think it'd be very irresponsible of me and my lifestyle to have one. I would love to have one day, but I don't think that would happen anytime soon. But they're so fucking cute. They're so cute. Yeah, oh my goodness, I love them. I love them. Well, so I'd probably say that it was either that or like nah, just the cute answer, axolotls.
Yeah,
if I'm picking like everywhere.
I'm kind of scared what the next answer is going to be. It better not be a creeper. You might not know this about me, chat, but I have a lifelong enemy relationship with creepers. Okay, creepers are the bane of my existence. Yeah. Well, was it going to be? Is it creeper? Ophi?
No.
Good.
No, I had another answer, but then I was like, wait, I think. Well, the thing is, my new answer, I think people might hate it. And the thing is, I can't figure out if it's because if I actually want to be this, or if I like it because I want I like the reaction that could potentially happen. So I'm trying to figure it out.
You know, if chat doesn't like this answer, chat brought it on themselves because this is chat's question.
Oh, you're right. Exactly. Okay, silverfish.
Oh my God. Oh, they're so terrifying. they will follow you until the ends of the earth if they can. I feel like.
That's the chaos answer. That's the chaos answer.
Yeah, they're like chat. Yeah, your chat is losing it. This is your fault, chat. You wanted to know this. You wanted to know this, chat.
Oh God.
You don't want to be in this timeline. This is the true timeline, chat.
See, I think it's funny, so that's what matters to me.
I also think it's funny. Because honestly, legitimately, I think Silverfish was like one of the most terrifying mobs in Minecraft, because every time I encounter them, I immediately start panicking. And you being a yandere phantom, that you picked something so freaking terrifying that I didn't even consider that as an option. But when you said it, I was like,
and they're like, and then what if they're like everywhere? It's hard to get rid of them, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think... Yay!
Yeah, Mary, I love that. I love that.
There you go. So yeah, either an axolotl or a silverfish.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
And then we have someone that provided a voice acting question for you. Which video game role would you have loved to voice act? So this is, I guess, like an existing character in a video game you would have liked to have like voice act.
Ooh. I guess for context, in case anybody who's not familiar with me at all, hi, I'm Ophi. I'm Erika's senpai from Gen 1. I was like waving at my camera like they could see my hands. I do voice acting on my channel. I do a lot of educational like entertainment content, or edutainment, that's what the word is. And I do a lot of voice acting on my channel. But anyway, character I would have loved to voice act in a video game. That's a good question.
And also, Chad, like these questions, Ophi did not get them ahead of time. I gave her some of them, but I was like, I want something to be a surprise. Maybe I should have given her more questions ahead of time.
No. This is totally fine. I would probably say, I think it would have been really fun to voice Fetch in the infamous series. I know she's voiced by the incredibly iconic Laura Bailey. But I think her character is like complex and entertaining, and I think that like the edginess to her is really enjoyable as well. I think I would have also loved to voice I would have also really liked to voice let me think. Sai Nijima from Persona 5. I think that would have been really lovely. Yeah. I think one that I could probably kind of pull off is probably Rhea from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh yeah, I think you would be a very good fit for her.
Yeah. Or like any of the like, I guess like the I don't know, like there's like a couple characters that I think that I could probably kind of pull off maybe. Like Rhea, I think that I could do Mercedes pretty good from Blue Lions.
Yeah, she's just like such a lovely like gentle character.
Yeah, or like what is her name?
Just like give me hair color. Maybe
Shamir is also a good one. Manuel is also a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like those, I think those characters, I don't know, there's a ton that I think would have been really fun to voice act. There's a lot. Oh, I started playing Honkai Star Rail, and I've discovered that I'm literally Kafka. So I think Kafka would have been really fun.
I think I saw that in chat. Like it's like scrolled past now, but I saw that name in chat like right after the question.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, because when you play Honkai Star Rail, when like you meet Kafka, and she was saying all the words that she was saying was stuff that I had said on stream, and I was like, I'm having a crisis. We're literally the same person.
You know, maybe it's an Ufi fan.
Yeah, maybe they watch my streams. Oh my god. Hi.
You know, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I think probably any of those would suit me.
It is really nice.
Yeah.
And then this is thoughts on the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which for those of you that don't know, it's like the Star Wars game that just launched.
Yeah, actually, I haven't consumed any of it because I want to play it for myself. I'm very good at staying spoiler free. Like, I'm like unreasonably good at it. Like the Pokemon
totally get
Violet.
That. I do it myself.
Yeah, like Pokemon Violet, I didn't see a thing for months. Even when I was playing it, I was so good at avoiding everything. So I don't have any opinions on it because all I've seen are is Erika's thumbnail.
Oh god, my thumbnail.
Yeah, like that's all I've seen, and then maybe like Selene Totsky, she her like thumbnail.
Yeah,
and
it's like the movie poster style thumbnails because that logo is so big.
Yeah, I don't have any opinions. I apologize to whoever submitted this question, but I've been
like,
trying to stay
I guess your opinion
free.
is that you want to play it.
Yeah, I do. I would like to play it on my own off time. So yeah.
I found out like chat is telling I found out how to make fire, but no, that's a lie. There's no fire. That's only an illusion.
I was about to say I'm so proud of you, darling.
Don't worry about it. It's like chat is just like seeing illusions on stream all the time. It's
I see.
I will say this is not a spoiler, but waiting a little bit to play it is probably not a dumb idea. Because I've heard, like, I streamed the PlayStation 5 version, which is, like, supposed to be one of, I think, like, probably one of the most stable versions right now. I've heard the PC version has a lot of stuff, bugs, and
like
things.
glitches.
Yeah. And I will say, like, the file size on the PlayStation 4 is, like, 150 gigabytes or whatever it is. It's humongous. I think it has to be either the biggest or one of like the two biggest games I ever installed there. I see. It actually crashed.
Oh really?
Yeah, like 2 hours in, we had like suddenly it just crashed, and I've never had a game crash. Even playing games on release, never had a game crash on PlayStation before.
Oh really?
Yeah, so that was like it was really quick to boot up, and it does have auto saving, so it like did save right before it crashed, to be fair, but yeah, I was so shocked. So probably like if like some big patches comes out soon, I would maybe wait until then.
I usually tend to wait quite a while before I play any like new games anyway. So that is not to worry for me.
And yeah, chat is confirming PC is not looking good right now. Yeah, we're waiting for some patches.
I mean, I'll probably play it on the PlayStation just because I like to try to spend time away from my computer and like sit on my couch and like do things, just to, like, because I don't like to be at my desk for too long anyway. So
yeah, I'm not going to say anything against that. I'm a PlayStation console girl when it comes to consoles, so I'm a fan of.
I just don't like to be at my desk. I like to go outside and like go on walks and then go hiking and stuff. So like any opportunity to be away from my desk, I'm kind of content with. Yeah,
and I feel like also it's like weird of me to say that as well, because every time I play on my PlayStation now, I just hook it up to my PC, so I play PlayStation on my PC.
Oh my god, Erika!
I have a TV. Like I literally have like a pretty good TV. I don't think I've turned it on in a year.
Then why do you have the TV?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It's like I literally don't think. I think like I.
What do you have the TV for?
I just realized I have the TV remote like underneath one of my PC monitors, and I just picked it up and looked at it. It has a layer of dust on it. Yeah, I'm just going to put that back under there, and I'm going to forget about it for like another 6 months. Don't worry about it, Opie. It's fine. It's fine. I haven't used my TV in a year. You don't worry about it, Chad. It's fine. It's like, yeah, maybe someone should like take away my TV privileges. Opie, did I break you?
Erika, darling, I love you so much, but my dear,
I live next to my PC.
Do you do anything else? Is there anything else that you participate in?
I bought groceries today, and just so I could say I did it, I bent down and I touched a singular blade of grass, and I was like, yes, this is enough grass for a week. Well, it's fine though. It's fine. Yeah.
Are you sure, darling?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Do you need me to help you with anything? Is there anything that I can do for you?
It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay, but why one? Why one blade of grass?
It seemed like a good idea at the time. I mean, it was either touching that one blade of grass, or I was going to be like, yeah, looking at the grass is enough. At least I touched.
But why one? You didn't like put your hand on all of the grass. You just touched one singular blade.
Yeah. I didn't want to touch too much, you know.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
I like the sun. I like the sun. I like grass. I like to go outside and stuff. Like okay. So I don't know. But you know what?
I love that you're an outside Ophi because I'm an inside Erika, an inside Tiger.
I would say I love that for you, but I don't. So I'll just pat you on the head.
Disaster Tigering sometimes, you know. We all gotta have our stuff, and my stuff is that I don't really touch grass that often.
I see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, like look at the view behind us. Like look at the glorious. Let me find here. I'll turn off. Look at this view. This is the view I like looking at.
Yep. You like to look at it, just not experience it. Got it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't.
I'll give you a Glee question. We had to bring Glee into the stream somehow, so we'll just like distract you with some Glee here.
Oh my god. Every time this is the second time this has happened. Every single time you just go smoke bomb and with the next question.
I mean, it's my talk show. I feel like this is like the one thing I'm allowed to do here is like next question.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So, would you play an adventure or visual novel Glee game?
I wouldn't play an adventure Glee game. Just because there's no adventure in that show. There's no adventure.
That's fair.
There's
That's fair.
It's not no. A visual novel Glee game. I think it depends on what the visual novel is about, because I think at that point, if you're playing a visual novel Glee game, you're kind of pulling a storyline out of your ass, because Glee itself has exhausted every storyline you could probably think of. So like it wouldn't really work out like I guess like logistically if you're trying to think in the context of the show. But so no.
Actually, no. Yeah, I was expecting this to be a yes, but there is your surprise answer, Chad. No Glee games. And for those of you, some of you might not know what Glee is. Glee is, I guess it's like a musical.
Yeah, Erika, don't. I was about to say, don't act like you don't know what it is when the first time we hung out.
I know what it is. I was like, someone in chat might not know what it is. I just wanted to explain because I saw someone going like Glee game. What's that?
Okay, I was like, don't act like you don't know. You literally told me that you watched it.
I watched the 2+ seasons. I feel like I fell off on the third one.
Yeah, you watched the only seasons that matter. That's literally what you did.
Yeah, like
no, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chad, like I didn't include any slides on it on my debut, but I have watched things that aren't anime.
Yeah. So like Glee is a television show that I watch a lot of, or have watched a lot of, that I unfortunately have talked a lot about. Very embarrassingly so. Sometimes I wish that I didn't bring it up, but I did. And Cherry is also a huge fan of the show. She brought it up at her debut. She and I have different she and I express it very differently. I don't suggest people watch it, but she says everyone will watch it, and I was like, okay. Although which is funny because like I definitely I think I am the bigger Glee fan out of the two of us, which I think says a lot.
Yeah, but everyone like loves their series differently, and like even if you love a series, it's not always something you would recommend to other people.
No.
Yeah, and that's like there's a lot of like I feel there's like a lot of games that I might love, but like you might not necessarily recommend it to everyone because it's like some games are like very specific game genres that not everyone's going to enjoy.
Yeah. And I know I brought it up at debut, but the thing is I it's more so I regret the extent of which that I regret the extent at which that I've chosen to speak about the show, because I was very reluctant to do so for a very long time. And then in a moment of weakness, because people were being nice to me on stream, I let myself talk about it to the extent that I could. And now I'm like, this is embarrassing beyond belief. So yep.
Yeah, so sometimes things like that just happen.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Well, we can distract chat with another question. Yeah. And I guess you kind of already answered part of this, because I had to shorten this question down. Because this was a little bit like there wasn't more options here. But when do you buy games? And it's like pre-release, like on release. When it's on sale, like years, yeah, that's what I'll say. What I was guessing.
It depends on the game, because I have to care about the series or have some kind of excitement around it. But 9 times out of 10, pardon me, 9 times out of 10, I prefer buying it on sale. Because like one, I like to save money. 2, I already have so many games, and I would rather wait until it's on sale and try to finish anything that I already have first. So
you know, I totally agree. I love that. You wouldn't think that of me, Chad, because I play a lot like the big titles on release. But something about buying things on sale is so satisfying. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you play the game, you're like always in the back of your mind, you're like, I got this on sale. Yeah,
especially like if you buy a game that was really large and then you end up playing it and you end up not liking it, but at least but instead of spending $80, you only spent $10.
Yeah.
I think there's something really beautiful about that.
That's just like sometimes that might be more satisfying than beating the game itself. It's like when you put it on your like shopping cart and you went like buy. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly the high we're chasing.
Yeah, exactly. There's something, I mean, but I do that with everything though. Like if I buy something on sale, I feel so powerful. Like you go to the grocery store and then they're like, oh, you can buy like if you buy 2 loaves of bread, you're only paying for the price of 1. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I love.
Yeah, that's like the best feeling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I love a sale.
Yeah.
So
and then actually this was I forgot, this is not a viewer specific question necessarily.
Okay.
This is like my final question, which is like I wanted like to have my final question for like the final one.
Okay.
What do you like most about gaming? Like, is there a thing that like draws you to gaming? That's like no matter which game you play, is there like a thing you like about it, or just like
escapism?
Yeah.
Escapism. I talk about this on my own channel, but I have really bad anxiety. So any opportunity where I feel like I get the opportunity to put myself into a game and like kind of focus on that and kind of like redirect where my head is at is a really lovely time. It's why I like story games with choices, specifically story games that your choices affect the outcome, because it feels a little more realistic.
Yeah, you get to like really get immersed in the story.
Yeah, and so like it's kind of like how people will play Animal Crossing to like just live a regular life, but even though you could just be doing that IRL. Like there's something I think enjoyable about that. I also like I'm an actor and through, and there's something really wonderful about getting to step into the shoes of another character and be able to live that life, because you do that when you play it, when you act. You know, you get to embody the character and their choices and see what route they go in, and the same could be said for video games to a degree, and I think that's really, I really love that. Wonderful. Yeah, so I think that's a huge part for me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people in chat can probably relate to that. Like, I think all of us like a certain degree of escapism when we're playing games. Like, it's like you can like disconnect from the real world and like live in another world for a little bit, and that's lovely. That's like the magic of games, really. Like no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I love stepping into the role of a character and doing that. But then again, like I said, I've got into acting to do that, and it just so happens to also, I guess, fall in line with any of my other interests as well. So, yeah.
Get temporarily isekai.
Supposedly, I don't think of it as getting isekai'd as much as it is like an opportunity to
experience something else.
Yeah, exactly. So
I will say like an extension of this is like I guess like personally I really like sometimes like I don't cry a lot like because of things like in my personal life, but I like the opportunity to like experience the feels and sometimes even cry because of stuff happening in games, because it's nice to feel other people's feels.
That's why people like to, that's why I like to sing sad songs. I like to I like, there's something very relieving about being able to like relieving to, and like I guess like cathartic to release emotions that you don't normally get to express.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, because like let's say like if you're pretty content and you don't really have much to be sad about, sometimes you just kind of want to be sad just to have that have that emotion and allow yourself to express that and kind of like remove it from your system. Very true.
And those were all the questions.
Oh my
God. I had so much fun, and I feel like I've learned a lot about you, Ophi, what you like in gaming and stuff. I learned a lot of things I didn't know, which was exciting.
What would you say is the most? What would you say was the most surprising thing you learned about me today?
I don't know. Like I really like. I feel like got an understanding of like why I haven't seen you play like RPG games, for example. Like, I really got like I feel like I really got like the reasoning for why you don't like the linear games and like what motivates you in game playing, and also like the fact that you're passionate about indie game studios, which I really love because I think it's so wholesome.
I love indie games. I could talk about indie games forever. And besides, Erika, there's a lot that I can teach you after the stream anyway. Right, dear?
Oh my God!
Don't think that I forgot.
I'm kind of scared to end stream.
No, don't be scared, darling. Trust me. Trust me, I'm your senpai. I can take very good care of you.
Oh God, chat. We gotta distract Ophi again. I guess like you guys will see the schedule probably sometime tomorrow, and you're going to know who the next guest is. But I'm going to give you guys some hints. It might be a certain card game loving dragon. A certain card game loving dragon you might see here next week. So you'll see it officially when the schedule is released. I guess I'm going to let you guys maybe live in the mystery for a little bit, even though it might not be a mystery for all of you.
I was about to say that was the most obvious hint that you could have ever give anybody ever.
Okay.
That's the most obvious hint you could ever give anybody.
I wasn't hiding it very well. Okay, chat. You know who it is. You know who it is.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll hold your hand until then.
Amazing no wasn't by. But since this isn't just a talk show, we're also live streaming. So we're going to find someone to raid because you guys are an awesome chat. You guys are precious and sweet. You might think otherwise, but you guys are amazing. So I want to send you guys over to someone else. If anyone else is live, oh my god, let me find out.
They should be. And really quickly, what's it called? It was lovely to meet all of the Torah Knights. Thank you for having me, Miss Erika. I'm glad that I got to be here to spend time with all of you. I will be. I'll be streaming myself literally in an hour.
Oh god, I'm also like I usually only stream once a day, and I'm also going to be streaming later. Oh, I should probably say that.
Yeah.
I should probably say that. Like I'm streaming in, oh god, how many hours is it like now? Like 3.5 hours. It's going to be like past midnight for me because it's the first VReverie Gen 2 collab. So if you want to see a little bit of me later and of Rana and Cherry and Akiko, my fantastic gen mates, you can check us out. And also do check out Opie stream. But in the meanwhile, we're going to send you over to the wonderful Apanko. The wonderful Apanko. A raccoon that's totally not a raccoon because she's the red panda. She's playing Thief Simulator.
Nice. Yeah, I was about to say, you guys can come hang out at my stream, but I realized that maybe not everyone wants to go on a date with me.
Everyone wants to go on a date with you, Opie. No, what did I say? No, I said nothing. I said nothing, chat.
What did you say, darling? Do you want to talk about it?
We've got to end stream now, chat.
Oh yeah.
I love all of you so much. I'll see you in Opie stream in an hour, or maybe in the collab later. But keep Kapanko company. She's very cute and very helpful.
And I'm going to give Erika a lot of company after this. Bye, darlings.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.